The city sleeps, but some of us are still awake, caught between the last echo of yesterday and the first whisper of tomorrow. It's in these quiet, lonely hours that the world feels different, thinner. The walk home was a familiar ritual, but tonight, the silence is heavier, broken only by the sound of my own footsteps on the pavement. Tap, 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 a solitary rhythm in the vast emptiness. The streetlights overhead are supposed to be comforting, but tonight they just flicker, casting long, dancing shadows that seem to have a life of their own. Each pulse of light and dark makes the world stutter, like an old film reel about to snap. It feels like I'm the only person left in the world, or at least the only one who's supposed to be here. Up ahead, there's an old park, a place I've passed 1,000 times without a second thought. During the day, it's filled with the sounds of children, of life. But now, it's a skeleton of itself. And something is wrong. The swings, rusted and silent, are moving. Not just a gentle sway from a phantom breeze, but a steady, rhythmic flow, as if an invisible child is pumping their legs, trying to touch the sky. There's no wind. The air is perfectly still, heavy with a damp chill that seeps into my bones. Then, I hear it. A sound so faint, I almost miss it, carried on the dead air. Laughter. It's high-pitched, like a child's, but there's no joy in it. It's a hollow, ghostly giggle that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere at once. I pick up my pace. The sound of my footsteps quickens, desperate to escape the playground's unseen specter. Suddenly, a figure detaches itself from the deep shadows of a storefront ahead. A man. He's just standing there, waiting. As I get closer, he takes a step forward, blocking my path. My heart hammers against my ribs. "Excuse me," he says, his voice raspy, like dry leaves skittering across concrete. "Do you have the time?" It's such a normal question, but everything about this moment feels profoundly wrong. I look at him, really look at him, and a cold dread washes over me. His eyes are unsettling. They're wide, unblinking, and they don't seem to focus on me, but rather through me, as if he's watching something far away. And then there's another sound, a soft but persistent clattering, like small stones being shaken in a tin can. It seems to be coming from him, from inside his car. I stand, fumbling for my phone, just wanting this interaction to be over. I tell him the time, my voice barely a whisper. He just smiles, a wide, unnatural grin that doesn't reach his vacant eyes. The clattering sound gets a little louder. "Time," he repeats, the words stretching out, distorted. "It runs out, you know." He takes another step closer. "That's it, I'm done." I mutter a quick apology and sidestep him, breaking into a jog, then a full-on sprint. I don't look back, but I can hear it. The clattering is getting louder, faster, keeping pace with my frantic footsteps. It's not just a clatter anymore. It's a rhythmic, mechanical ticking. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. It's the sound of a giant, menacing clock chasing me down the empty street. My car is just ahead, my metal sanctuary. I fumble with my keys, my hands shaking so badly I can barely fit the key in the lock. The ticking is right behind me now, so loud it drowns out my own ragged breathing. I finally get the door open, throw myself inside, and slam it shut. Lock. I jam the key into the ignition and turn. The engine sputters, coughs, and then silence. Nothing. I try again. And again, the engine is dead. The ticking stops right outside my window. I force myself to look. The man is there, his face pressed against the glass. His grin is wider now, a terrifying slash in the dim light. And his coat is open. Where his heart should be, there's a gaping hole, and inside it, a massive, ornate pocket watch is embedded in his flesh, its gears grinding, its hands spinning wildly. His chest is a clock, and he's pointing at it. Tick-tock, panic, pure, unadulterated panic. I can't stay here. I throw the car door open and run, not caring where I'm going, just away. Away from the man with the clock in his chest. Away from that relentless ticking that promises an ending. My lungs are burning. My legs are screaming, but I don't stop. Then I see it. Just off the main road, nestled between two old buildings, is a small shrine. A forgotten little island of peace. A soft, warm light emanates from a single lantern hanging by its gate. It feels like a beacon, the only light in a world consumed by darkness. Without a second thought, I stumble towards it, pushing through the small wooden gate and collapsing onto the cool stone steps inside. I press myself against the shrine's wall, pulling my knees to my chest, making myself as small as possible. I hold my breath and listen. The ticking, it's fainter now. The man is at the gate. I can see his silhouette against the streetlights. He stands there for what feels like an eternity, just watching. He can't enter. Or maybe he won't. The sacred ground, the light, something is keeping him at bay. The ticking slowly fades, receding into the distance until it's gone completely. All that's left is the sound of my own heart. No longer a frantic drum, but a soft, steady beat. The silence returns, but it's different this time. It's no longer menacing. It's peaceful. I don't know how long I'll stay here, huddled in this tiny pocket of safety. But for now, I'm alive. And I know I'll never look at a clock the same way again. Thanks for listening to my story. If you enjoyed this journey into the dark, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more tales from the shadows. Stay safe out there.